Well, Morgan, it seems that we have picked the busiest possible day to check out because it is very, very busy here. We did hear one of the staff members say that apparently loads of people are checking in, loads of people are checking out. So, just one of those days. But thank God for online checkout.
Gryffindor doesn't stand a chance, Rowena.
Shh! Honestly, all of you, we have guests.
What are all these muggles doing at Hogwarts anyway? I expect this is Dumbledore's doing.
Dumbledore, unlike you, Salazar, sees the good in all people, whether or not they possess magic.
Make sure to empty any beverages into the sink before placing it in the locker. When you disembark, you will arrive to the other side of the lockers. So hold on to your ticket and look for key markers. You're ready to ride.
Incredible! He could have squashed us like a bug.
Hello. John's on FaceTime with his mum. So we just picked up our car. It's not the car we actually ordered, but it's still really nice, so I'll show you a quick.
It's a red Mustang, which I'm not gonna lie, it's actually very, very
It's
nice.
a Mustang.
Like, really nice.
So we're just back from Walmart. We managed to get the car. So we've got a Mustang just now. And then we might get a different car depending on situations. But so we've got a Mustang just now, and then we went to Walmart. It didn't look like a lot now, but we got some shopping and some juice. So we are set. We've got some snacks and that for in the hotel. We've got an extra bag as well, so that when we go to the parks, if we want to go on a water ride, we can now, because we'll just put extra clothes in the bag. But yeah, it's been a much more relaxed day today. And yesterday I didn't film anything because we went just around the Islands of Adventure again to use the last of our fast passes that we got from the Hard Rock. So we had a bit of a lie-in in that yesterday, and then everything we kind of already showed, so there wasn't really much else to show. But what we're going to do today is go to Universal and Islands of Adventure again. We've pretty much spent our whole week here. We're gonna go use the last day of our photo pass. So we're gonna go and get all the photos we hadn't already gotten, and then yeah, I think that's and then I think we're going out, and then we'll go out for tea later. But yeah, so.
Hello.
Hi. So we went to the parks and got a couple of photos done.
Yes, we tried to make the most of the photo pass because we only had it for 3 days, so we thought we'll go back. So we went and done ET. We did. There's like a photo opportunity as well, and was it the dark room? I think it was called.
Yeah, it's beside.
It's on the way to ET.
Yeah, it's like across from like that 5 and dime or something.
Yes, and there's 8. So it's essentially 2 booths. Each one has 4 different, like 4 photographs that you can be edited into. It's completely free if you got the photo pass, so worth doing. Totally worth doing.
So we done that, and then we were gonna go on a couple of rides, but like it just was too busy.
Sorry, there's just a balloon flying up into the sky in the distance.
Oh, no.
I'm very easily distracted.
So it got too busy, so we came back. I had a quick shower and got changed. John's wearing a nice little top.
Because we're gonna go to the outlet malls for a little bit, and then go to Longhorn for tea. So we'll probably check back in there, I think.
Yeah,
unless
probably.
we see something cool at the mall, then we'll let you see.
Animal. It's a possum. That. Yeah, I'm glad they're not real.
Here we are at the Kennedy Space Center near, I think it's Cape Canaveral in Florida. An absolutely incredible place. If you're interested in space or science or technology, it's in my opinion, it's you can't miss it. It's just so cool. Morgan's off on a little mission, but it's just an absolutely incredible place, steeped in history. Do you like it, Morgan?
Yeah, the food's not open yet.
No food?
No.
Shocking.
Is the Mercury Redstone rocket. It represents NASA's earliest efforts to send humans into space. These Redstone rockets were formerly ballistic missiles provided to NASA by the U.S. Army. In October of 1958, NASA formally organized Project Mercury with a mission to investigate man's reaction to this new environment and safely recover the capsule and its pilot.
Volume, and is the place where NASA completes the final assembly of its rockets before launch. The sheer scale of this building is hard to grasp, even when you're right next to it.
Do you ever feel really small when you think about space? What about when you're standing next to a skyscraper or a really big bridge? Well, I feel about as small as an ant right now. I'm standing inside the vehicle assembly building trying to grasp how large it really is in here. It has 4 bays, Each bay has 2 large horizontal doors.
Also differences. This time our trip to the moon will be on a brand new rocket known as the Space Launch System, or SLS, carrying the crews in the Orion spacecraft.
What is the goal or purpose of sending humans to the moon again?
Well, the moon is a treasure trove of science and discovery, and so there is so much to learn from the moon. We're still learning from what the samples we gathered during the Apollo program. The beauty of what we're doing today is that instead of going for a short trip, we're going to stay.
Okay, everyone, maybe you can see over here to your left. That's the VAB, the Vehicle Exhibit Building.
And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
And on the left, Launchpad 39B. If you can see the 3 towers over there, that's what the pad is. The new rocket, the Artemis 1, is on Launchpad 39B. Eventually, it's going to take humans.
When I was a kid, I used to dream about flying through space. Every week on TV, I'd watch my heroes as they jumped into their rocket ships and took to the stars. And I wanted to be like them. They had courage, imagination, and no problem ever stood in their way for long. You know, in the end, when we actually did send men into space, it turned out that those were exactly the qualities it took.
Refrain from flash photography for the duration of our presentation. If you must leave during the presentation, please exit through the doors on your right. Thank you.
All of us in launch control went through the pre-flight checks. Our hands on the controls of the most powerful, most complex machine ever built. It had over 2 million separate systems. And to bring these men back alive, everything had to work perfectly. Each individual system had been tested.
There it is. Saturn V. And it just goes on and on and on for miles. Incredible.
Jeffrey Cooper. And he was a writer for this government. And he decided
Absolutely incredible. So Morgan testing out if she can figure out how to launch. So essentially you choose the fuel, the weight and the thrust and see if the rocket will launch. We've not had any success yet.
No, we're not very good at it.
We're hoping.
Nah.
That's Morgan. And we are currently on the bleachers looking over there at a piece of history. The Artemis rocket, which will be taking man back to the moon for the first time in a long time, and then eventually to Mars. She is. One small leap for Morgan, one giant leap for Dundonians. We'll touch a piece of the moon.
It's smooth. It's smooth.
Now touch the moon. Now we just need to carve my name on it. There you go, the lunar lander.
Hurtling toward the moon at 3,800 miles per hour, Neil Armstrong notices his checkpoints are all appearing too soon. This means a serious navigation error. At these speeds, 3 seconds long means missing the safe landing zone by 3 miles. Suddenly, the computer starts firing the maneuvering thrusters, jolting the ship back and forth. This has happened in simulations, but never this much, never this violent. The smooth descent is becoming a bumpy ride. Before that is fixed, a problem with the onboard computer.
Quick down 2.5. And after 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Lights on. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. 60, 2.5 down. Face shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift to the directional. Down 1/2. Contact right. Okay, hit your stop. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Rocket Tranquility, we got you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn loose.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American.
So we've just come out of the moon, the lunar theatre show. That was absolutely fantastic. You should definitely see if you get the chance. But this here is all the different variations of the spacesuit before they got to the one that they eventually used. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are pretty goofy. Like the second one looks like a medieval suit of armour. Yeah, like Marty McFly when he comes back. And then eventually you end up with this. The one that they wore. And then just beside the spacesuits they have a lot of the equipment used. Camera, surface maps, checklist, lunar sample bag dispenser, another suit at the end there, lunar scoop, and that, activity training gloves.